Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Association. Got a special bonus episode for you guys, which is Bleach, where we're gonna talk a hell of a lot of Bleach. There's gonna be some good, some bad, some ugly. Some people are gonna agree, some people are gonna disagree, but we're gonna have a good time talking Bleach. But before we get into all of that, I got some amazing people for you. I got my girl Melissa here, I got Diego down here, and I got the association member himself, that is A1 here. How's everybody doing before we dive straight into it?
I'm good,
Good.
man. Sunday,
Good.
relaxing, bro. You see what I'm doing back here playing Persona?
So it's like, all right, cool. So obviously, like, I have an idea of what everybody kind of how everybody feels a little bit about Bleach. So let's before I like to call this a bit of controversy, if you will, or be a bit of a menace. So before I get into
Wow,
all
you
of that,
already starting with controversy. We're not even
mhm,
5 seconds
Good.
in.
Yes.
well, okay, fine. We're talking about Bleach, which is going to include the Thousand Year Blood Wars. There may be some spoilers, so if you haven't watched Bleach or even know about Bleach, go away. Actually, no, stick around so you can so you
Learn.
Might
can
make you
learn
want to go
about
look at
Bleach.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into some diabolical stuff. So I'm gonna start off with you here, Mel. Let's see. What would you say,
Mhm.
or who would you say is the worst captain in Bleach for you?
Dang, the worst captain.
No slander.
Yeah, I don't. Mm, that is because I don't want to say she's the worst.
I already know who you about to say. Go ahead. Come on. Say it. Just say it. I'll say it with you. I'll say it with you.
What? Sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Just saying she, it narrowed down the
And not
possibilities.
Yeah.
that,
Of course,
right?
yeah.
I
Uh,
already know. Come on.
I can't say. I can't. Is it siphon?
Soy
Ah,
phone,
Soul
yes,
food.
soy
siphon.
phone.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She,
Yup. I already knew who she was talking about. I said, yup. Let's say it together.
cause like what? Like what has she done? Like, and,
Nothing.
and she has such impeccable skills taught to her by an impeccable fighter, and nothing,
Yeah.
nada, because she barely shows it. I mean, I guess I get it. It's also how they write it, but even even when they're finally displaying her power, I found it lackluster.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, like it could have been so much more. And this
Yeah.
is what you give me a cannon, a cannon. You give me a cannon. Like
A whole nuke.
a person that is moving at speed of light, and then you drop a cannon on them. Like slow them, totally put them stop. You literally took away the best
Yeah.
thing they had, their speed. You literally took away the best thing
Hey,
they
Rook
had.
said that's slander. The dude in the chat, he said it's slander.
So wait, I've never actually realized this. On Soy phone's Bonkai, is it a one shot done? Because
Yeah, yeah.
how do you re up the
Yeah,
bazooka?
I think it was one, and then by the time of the Thousand Year Blood War, it was two shots that she
Yeah,
could
yeah, yeah,
get.
yeah, yeah. And it was
How
actually faster too.
how does she reload? I don't know, but
Who
Magic.
knows?
Who knows?
the
Who
magic of
knows?
anime.
The magic of
Like
anime.
it
So
looks
wait,
And
good. Like especially in Thousand Year Blood War, it actually looked great in Thousand Year Blood
yes,
War.
that's
But it still was
still
it's still ass though. Like
it still does.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold you.
it's still very like because again, her best for me was her speed, right?
Yeah,
So giving her a tank that literally makes her stand still
yeah.
seems so counterproductive.
Yeah, it goes again. Like she's the captain of the assassin squad. Like, bro, you're
Yeah,
not supposed to just be standing there. You're supposed
a
to
whole
get low.
tank. Yeah.
mm.
Now,
so
if they would
yeah,
have, if they
yeah.
go ahead, bro.
No, go on. I'll ask after.
Now, if they would have just like did something that was close to the Shinkai release, right? Like
Yeah.
you know the little thing she gets on her finger. Like if they
Yeah.
would have upgraded that or something, like made some armor around her arm or something. But they just went totally left and just had her have a gun. Like
yeah, I think it's her whole gimmick was to hit kill.
Yeah.
So if you think about her bankai being basically a nuke, is a one hit kill, so it's better than the 2 hits.
Yeah, because I was gonna say with
you gotta do so much just to get an attack
just
off
get a
of
shot.
it,
Yeah,
like and for it to connect.
Because I was gonna say, because what's been established within the lore is that with the more thousands of years that happen and the more training you do, your bonkai gets stronger. Because we had like, for example, Captain Hitsugai, everybody, initially people were saying like, look, his bonkai hadn't matured because he's still too young, this and this and that. Can we assume that, I know as from within the series, the first time, Soifun could only shoot it once. 1,000-Year Blood War, she could shoot it twice. Are they showing us that with more training, she gets a faster reload time? If she keeps training with maybe a few more 1,000 years, maybe she'll be able to shoot more in a quick succession because she would have mastered the bonkai over that period.
It's always a level over the regular bankai, and I think they showed Renji and Ichigo are really the ones that got it, and it's called the true bankai. So you see how Renji's just totally look different now in Thousand Blood War. So I'm pretty sure like all of them can get to that level, but it just takes certain type of training. Like they probably would have to go train with Squad Zero in order to get it.
Right. Yeah. And then what about you? What about you, Diego? Who would you say is the worst Bleach captain?
Well, I think the answer is different depending on what are we analyzing. If it's just about power, then I think I agree with Mel. Soifun is the worst in that sense. If it's about being captain, I think you will hate me for this, Gary, but I think Mayuri is the worst captain.
Oh, living low. Oh my god.
That's what I was like.
I said slander, bro.
I did say at the beginning of the stream, people are going to agree, people aren't going to disagree. This is one of them moments. I
think that mostly because he's the one captain that basically don't care about his squad. Yeah. Like even Soifun has her whole squad like really well trained. They do what they need to do. They are really disciplined and whatever. And then you have Mayuri that could trade them for coconut if it was for one of her experiments.
It's all for the Soul Society though.
But
it's not for this. It's for him. He has nothing. He does not care about that Soul Society a bit. Like that's afterthought. That's afterthought. I swear we're gonna fight. It's afterthought.
Well, hold on, because the other thing to say here is, Diego, you say Captain Mayuri is the worst Bleach captain. I think just to kind of spin things around, please tell us who is your favorite character in the series, which will kind of join the dots together as to why you said that answer. Please tell us who is your favorite who's your favorite character in the series.
There's my favorite character is Urahara. So
you see, because it all matches now,
right? He's a murderer.
I mean, I never said he's a good captain. I just said that he's a good character.
Okay, I love it though. But she's a murderer.
And then coming to you, folks, like, who would you say is the worst?
I agree with her. Like, I agree with her from the jump.
He was like, "This is it."
That's why I said let's say it together.
Yeah, I think what we have to do before we kind of move on to the best captain itself, I think we need to. I think there's someone in the chat that has said to the captain that I think they're causing problems. Apparently,
wow,
is the worst.
What? Who's the goat though? He trained right under Yamamoto, bro. And he's the one for the team, bro.
Who could?
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand. You call him. He coughs up a lot though. He but
So wait, so
it's
that makes him the worst captain
no,
because he
no,
coughs up
no.
a lot?
I'm not saying it makes him the worst captain. It just makes him look for people who don't who are not deep into. If they see him in the beginnings, and he's always like looking sickly and coughing up a lot, you would think, damn, they should put him to the side and get a new captain, right?
Yeah, if you ask around, probably if you ask to his squad, you will be. They will say like, hey, he's the best captain. But if you're in a moment of trouble and you are like, where's Sukitake? Probably he's laying down because he doesn't feel well. So.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And hold on now. Hold on.
I was about
they
to say
did.
to down. Yeah.
They tried to run away from Yamamoto. He was good then though, but Yamamoto still caught him though. But yeah, and they fought him right then and there too. Like,
right. And then what makes it?
And then they fought the Espada.
Oh yeah. Because I was going to say, what makes it worse? The villain of the stream is actually doubled down and said,
yes,
he got the power of the Soul King with no feats. I can't accept this hatred of Captain.
We don't know what he could have did though. Like.
We didn't even get a chance.
He didn't get a chance to.
They didn't show us.
We'll see him in the Hell arc though.
Yeah, and then just kind of rolling back on this, and it will start off with you, Forbes. Who is the best captain in Bleach? The metrics itself, because obviously, as Diego said, it all depends on what you're calculating in terms of actual like strength, and then as well as just being a good captain. So if you want to kind of make the conversation a bit more fluid, we can say the best captain in terms of strength. No, actually, because then everybody's gonna say Kenpachi.
You say strength.
So
that's
let's do overall.
You say overall,
captain, overall in your eyes. In terms of power, leadership, and everything, all of that, who would you say is the best captain?
Maori, of course.
Okay, yeah. The Rook Ready thing popped up right before you answered, and I almost choked.
Look,
wait, what happened? Which part?
His last message on the YouTube thing. He said his bankai is cough Dayquil. I am done. I am dead.
Man, why you acting up, bro?
Rook is a menace. Go on. Continue, Forbes. As you said,
Captain. The reason why I say he's the best captain, because overall, like, he adapts to every situation, you might say. Like, he's like the second smartest. I ain't gonna say he is the smartest. But he's the second smartest. And I love his techniques, man. Like, honestly. Even though he does kill all his subordinates, though. I ain't gonna hold you. But who don't be throwing their subordinates around in here, bro?
True. There are fathers. Some of them are father, but yeah. But
1,000 Year Blood War also a whole different side of him. So that's what made me solidify that. I was like, okay. All right, we see it's a little emotional, but it ain't as much as I thought it was going to be. But you see a whole, different side of him when, when he's fighting. How you pronounce his name? Start with a P. It's
Which one was that? Do you mean
one Soul of King's? The Soul King's right on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like you see a whole different side of him, and I can tell Kenpachi's his best friend too as well, because they hate each other. Bro.
They're right.
Like seeing his actual interaction with him type stuff. It made me look at him differently too. Like now, before 1,000 Year Blood War, I probably wouldn't be saying this.
Okay.
Growth.
Growth. Character progression. Because I've said this. I think in once upon a time, I think I might have mentioned it to Diego, and I said it when we were talking about it before 1,000 Year Blood War came out, and I was like, look what he's done during that arc. He had basically created these pods of resurrecting and saving his crew. He even had Captain Hitsugai basically acknowledge him, right? And had Kempachi's third and fourth seat basically beg him to save Kempachi, and you could see like he doesn't listen. He doesn't like people. I get it. That's most scientists. They don't like people. All they want to do is just dive their heads into the lab and work and everything. But he had the right intentions. Do I agree with all his methods? No. But can you question that he had the best intentions for the place that is in Diego's background right now, the Soul Society? Or could he had the best intentions for them? He just had poor ways of showing them.
Yeah,
I'm a disagree when he had the best intentions for the Soul Society. I think he had his intentions will always be science first and how far he can push it, and whatever he comes up with, he then begrudgingly let the Soul Society use to save or keep it running. Because I mean, the choices this man made, sometimes I was like, sir, do you? That's why they locked him up. Exactly. Yes. He was doing too much. All right. Yeah. He was doing too much.
All for the Soul Society, man.
All for the Soul
Society. Yeah, and then go and follow it up, Mel, with who you think is the best captain.
Right. So people gonna hate me, but I depend on the way I like. I would want to say Uruhara. But
you trying to get into Diego's good books.
No, but
that's a good choice.
Yeah. But for me, I like Retsu. I like Retsu because everyone looks like they're afraid of that bitch. Like everyone, like she walks with the air of calm that is so close to crazy and dangerous that it just makes it attracts me to her. Like the thin line she walks between saving someone and taking someone's life is very well balanced, and I love that for her.
I was going to say that one of the scenes that I like her the most is when she and Ichigo are running back from Hueco Mundo towards Karakura Town, and she is like, let me guide you and heal you while you
let me get in front of you right fast.
And he's like, no, but I'm okay. And she's like, just let me guide you, but without.
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Yeah, no.
She was like, okay.
When she says something and she means it, everyone stops and listens, right? No one goes second guesses, questions.
Even Aizen, like he didn't want to fight her down there. Look, when she first pulled up on him in the Soul Society, when he had just killed old boy, he walked up like, God dang it, what the hell is she doing here, bro? I'm not trying to fight her, bro. He said he just released, bro. He just basically released everything he knew to her. So he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not trying to fight her, bro.
Yeah.
So and then I don't know, Diego, have you answered the best captain in your opinion yet?
No, I didn't.
Go on.
I'm not going to say it's not Urahara because Urahara is not a captain anymore. But I think my favorite captain is Shunzui Kiraga.
That's my man.
Now head captain, but I really like his style. His whole drip and way of acting. All chill. That way of changing from just being quite chill and funny to just being a menace.
Very serious, yeah.
I like it. And I really like his powers, like being able to. Yeah, I always enjoy when games are used as part of the power system. So him being able to work through games or plays, yeah, I really enjoy
Yeah.
his character. Yeah,
Mm. And then just a quick follow up on that before, would you say when it comes to Shunsui, does he look better now with the eye patch, or did you prefer him without before he lost his eye?
I prefer him with the eye patch, but before being a Swiss cheese after the Titan Wheel that were.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
No,
With
Yeah.
the eye patch adds that
Yeah.
thing that
yes, the
was
eye
missing to
patch
actually
There's
work.
does.
that grittiness to it, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
brings it all that it brings him all around from being this nonchalant womanizer to the he looks more
yeah.
like a grittier I mean, come on,
Mm-hmm.
let's be honest, that man sat down on his ass when he had the chance and just
Always.
will pick up a girl if he if he got a chance. So
Mm-hmm.
like I don't, and I like I said, I don't find like there's nothing else to do in that goddamn place but fight and womanize. So
Yeah.
hey,
Oh, there's
he
other
was good,
things to
he
do.
was good
Drink some
on
sake,
both,
man.
right? He was great doing both. He was a great fighter and he was a great lover, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that
no, no,
was it.
I know, I agree. And then just kind of moving on to the next topic that I had listed. But what we'll do is come to Diego, ask Diego, and then Diego kind of, and then from that point on, we'll kind of open it up to the rest of you guys to kind of give your opinions as well. Why do you think people that either watched Bleach as just normal fans, or sometimes some diehard fans, why do people think the Bounce arc is the worst arc in Bleach? And do you think it's the worst arc?
I have to admit that I have never watched the Bound arc.
Oh,
Yeah,
how?
I have read Bleach like 5 times, and I have
Agony.
watched I watched the anime just 2 times in one go. But I always keep the
Oh
fillers.
man,
I
come
never
on,
watch the
man.
fillers.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So I'm not sure.
Diego, I'm disappointed, partner.
I have zero knowledge. I mean, I know about the one with the swords, the sword
Hmm.
spirit arc.
Hmm.
That's the only one I have knowledge of. But
Yeah.
the rest, like the Bound arc, I have no
Oh
idea
man, that's a
what
bro.
it's even about.
The Diego's just dropped the first surprise. I didn't
Yeah,
even know Diego. Now, okay, fine. No, no, we'll circle back on that, and then go on. I'll probably come to you, Forbes. What would you like? Why do you think people think the Bound arc is the worst arc, excluding people just saying filler?
Because
Why
it's
do you think people
bro.
think that?
Honestly, it's slow pace. That's what I would say. Um, but if you stay for the ride, bro, it's actually a well written art. Honestly, like looking at it, like when I first watched it, yeah, I was like, man, this shit is boring, bro. Like, and then right after you finish it, you realize it does have something to do with the whole story. You might would say people say it don't fit in, but it's actually part of the lore of Bleach, so it is all part of it. So, I can see why people would say that because it's boring. But after watching it again, like when I'm older, bruh, like I loved it, and I just recently watched it. Probably I say a couple of months ago,
Mm.
and I actually enjoyed
Mm,
it, bro.
yeah.
All right.
No, I hear that. Go on, Mel. Or your
Yeah,
thoughts.
so I watch Bleach now about 8 times in full
Hmm.
since I learned about Bleach. So let's say when I was 20 is the first time I watched Bleach and found Bleach, and I was like, this is amazing anime. There's swords, there's fighting, there's spirits, And I had no idea that are fillers. I had because anime was new to me. I didn't know. I like these are the episodes. I'm watching them,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Same
So
here.
I'm watching this, and like you said, when you come from the other episodes and they're like a lot more action going on in the beginning, and then you get to the bound arc where there's lore to explain, and in a short amount of time, it starts off it feels and it starts off like slow. So it takes a minute. And if your brain is looking for flashy, 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 yes,
Mm-hmm.
the bound arc will put you off. But I would say there was a lot of story, like rich
Yeah,
story
yeah,
in
yeah,
the bound arc. And also understanding character growing
Hmm.
is also, you could find that in that short arc.
definitely.
Like, so it's an arc that people should just watch first. If they can't watch all this, watch the arc, like understand the arc. Just like see the arc like a whole anime season,
Yeah,
right? Instead of like a filler. And then you might get what you need to get from it. But yeah, I've never
yeah.
skipped a filler yet, because
Because when
I
you get to
watch.
the action in the bound art, it's constant action after
It's
that.
constant
Like,
action, yes. They just take a while because they want you to understand why these people are doing what they're doing. So you need to
mm-hmm,
explain they need to do a lot of lore, let me say, lore toting and lore sharing before they get
mm-hmm.
to the hits. And then when the hits come, it's hits on hits on hits,
Yeah,
Yeah.
non-stop until end. So so
No,
I say catch that bound arc.
yeah,
and so
definitely.
listen. That's what we've already. Hopefully, that's already given Diego the motivation to watch that bound arc,
Oh,
and
he's not
then
gonna watch it.
You know, you know. Yeah.
If
See,
see,
this
if he hasn't watched it now, bro, he'll
he
like,
haven't watched it, now he's not watching it. Yeah,
No,
I was thinking,
this is
okay,
for the new people. This is for the new people.
yeah, yeah. I have the issue that I do watch anime currently. Like I still watch several that are running, but I have so little time to watch anime that I prefer to just go into the mangas. So I read a lot of mangas and I keep reading new mangas. But yeah,
yeah.
anime sometimes it's hard because I don't have enough time to catch up to the anime that I'm watching. Plus, watch another that's already out.
Hmm, hmm.
No, no,
Yeah,
that's fine. No, but listen, it's a, I agree with the others. Like, if you haven't watched About Now, Out Now, you're not gonna watch it. To be
yeah.
fair, which is okay because it's I know I asked the question, but I'm in that little group of people that actually don't like the Bound Arc. But hey, it's not about me. It is what it is. So because Diego hadn't actually watched the Bound, we're gonna circle back to Diego as well now here to get him rolled, to get the next bit rolling in. What would, in terms of all the arcs that we've seen in Bleach, what would you say is the best arc? When I say the best arc, the one that gave you a complete story, in terms of from start to finish, motivations, but as well as
Let
captured
me
all
look
the
that up
essence of,
because I can't remember.
as well as I captured all the essence of why you liked Bleach. What was that
Oof.
arc that really gave you that fulfilled feeling in the series?
Yeah, but that's hard to say. To be honest, I think I think the best arc probably for me, or what I think is the best written is the Soul Society arc. I think it's really concise. After the first episodes, where yeah, before after the Substitute Shinigami, and when you start fully dive into the Soul Society arc, that's really well written. But I got to say that my favorite arc, and one of the reasons I like Bleach that much, it's the Full Brink arc. I think the development that it did for, especially for Ichigo as a
yeah,
character, it's sometimes really overlooked. And I know a lot of people that hate the Full Brink arc because after watching the fight with Aizen, it's a really big change.
yeah.
But writing wise, I think for me it's one of the best arcs for Ichigo as a character. So yeah, for me, I think the Full Ring arc is the best arc that is
Yeah.
sometimes overlooked by people.
I think
Okay.
everybody just be following along with everybody else saying about the Fullbring arc because I agree with you. Like the Fullbring arc is dope. It's well written, honestly.
Yep.
Yep. Mel, you were having a look.
Yeah, because it's I've watched it so many times. I can't even register which arc is which anymore.
Oh
so,
man.
so I was like, I'm like, huh? Wait, which, where? But to me, I think the story of Eisen, that as much as I hated that Negro, his storyline and how he manipulated and everyone, bro, got played by this man, right? That storyline and how that built it and how he got there and what he did and all the pieces that kept falling into place, explaining,
Mhm.
especially when he turned. Like I literally, the first time I saw that, I literally turned off the my computer. I was like, nah. I was like, they didn't just do that to me. Nah, what is this? What is this? This was my true introduction to anime writing style. Like the I was like, oh, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's ruthless.
I, I,
I think that the society whole writing, when you start getting as Jean as the main villain for some reason, and we
Hmm.
see Eisen killed and so on, and then when you finally see the massacre in Central 46, and you see that Eisen is still there, that I think that yeah, it's one of the greatest
yeah,
plot twists
Yeah.
that Bleach had.
literally, I was like, nope, turn that off. I was like, I needed time to
Hmm.
reflect, rethink,
Reprocess everything.
reprocess, and
And he
then
did it with a straight face too. That's what made it even crazier.
yeah, he did not a
No anger,
flinch,
that
not
same
a
little smirk.
emotion, nothing, nada, no, the no non-emotion in him
Hmm.
made it
Mhm.
the best. Like he just looked at them, smiled, put his hair back, and I was
Eh,
like,
Yeah.
the
and that's also the same scene, the same part where he like kind of tells Momo like, "Hey, you found me, I'm all good," and so on. When he hugs her, he basically
yeah,
yells her, right?
stabs it, yeah.
He, he was actually
Mo got
diabolical.
done dirty, bro. The
Yeah.
whole the whole
Listen, he
bleach,
had
bro.
yeah, he had a spinning on plates. Like he was
Yes,
absolutely
I don't know
moving
what he was
crazy.
doing to
Like
her.
right.
like
He had everyone, especially like Momo. Like there's a lot of torturing of souls in this in this anime.
Yeah, she a simp.
Uh,
mm.
but she got played left, right, and
She got used as a crash dummy, everything,
right,
bro. Like
everything.
crazy, man.
Like he was playing 4D chess with her, bro. Like
Right.
he
Yeah,
was
I'm like
yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, and then so what? So in terms of the best art, so everybody's in somewhat of an agreement. Then
Hmm, hmm.
okay. Then we kind of cause into some additional chaos. Not really, but it's just more of a general question for you guys. It's not so much a captain, but just in general, what would you say? Who would you say is the most underrated character in the series? Someone that you had potential, or maybe had potential but never lived up to it, or had potential but it just wasn't. It just never really, or that story might, or their storyline was underrated, or someone that just didn't get, that just didn't reach the heights that they should have. Who would you say is the most underrated character in Bleach?
Uh,
Well, let me go first because y'all it's someone everyone will hate and like, and I have two. Like, um, God, now I forgot her name. She's the supposedly healer. She married
Come on with the
in
silver hair.
no the big boob orange hair girl. Why?
Oh,
Orihime.
Yeah,
yeah.
or him. Why I couldn't remember her name for some reason. I think I blocked her because I don't understand how she didn't put more of her power to good use.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a power that could have done so much with, and they just really written her as a ditzy person, even as she progressed and got a little bit more of a handle on her powers. They still, I feel like they could have, if they had written her better, she
Mm-hmm.
could have been a good team, life saving at the moments of fighting and not afterwards, right? Because she always like doing the after cleaning of people being
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
But I think with her power, she could have been right there, like doing the healing as the fighting, and they would have gotten a lot more done with her
Mhm.
there.
Hey, definitely.
Also, Baldy, who didn't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one who didn't
Cause,
want to bring out his bankai.
come on,
I
bro.
love that
I wouldn't
guy
have bought it
so
out
much.
either. I wouldn't have bought it out either. I think it's trash.
Yeah,
I would have kept that. I would have kept it to myself
you
too.
you I'm like, your friends are falling left and right, and you have supposedly a bankai that is stronger and is needed, and he's there hiding it the whole time. That annoyed
Mm-hmm.
me to my inner soul. I'm like, bring that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in his defense, I think maybe I'm wrong. I think you guys probably need to explain. I think the way I had interpreted in the English dub when I watched it was, I think it seems as though like he had just recently attained Bonkai. He hadn't had it for a long period of time.
Yeah,
So
Nah.
that's
He
what
just
I
didn't want to have to fight Kenpachi, bro.
yeah,
That's
that's
it.
the thing. He was
Because
just
once you get a Bankai, you got to go out for captain after that. Like you have to
you
do.
got you
You have to
that
go up.
especially if you're in Kampachi's team, like he's gonna want to
You remember
test
he
your
was trying to fight them
bankai.
all the time, bro.
Yeah.
yeah. Go on. I
Yeah.
think Diego was going to say something. What were you going to say, mate?
No, I was going to say that, yeah, but I also think that his bankai was not that useful. A bankai,
Yeah.
a bankai that you need to wake up for so long just to be
Yeah, I
give you
mean,
better physical stats is not that. Yeah,
I get that.
I mean, yeah, he used it once, I think, in the story,
I
and
think we
Mm.
saw it once. Yeah.
he was, yeah,
We find the
destroyed
right card.
basically. Yeah, it's not a good bankai. I think in the scale of useless bankais, he probably he's on he's on the top three or top one of
Yeah,
useless
Yeah.
bankais.
yeah, that
Wow.
is
Top
Yeah.
I
one.
That jump's
Yeah.
trash.
Oh wow. And then staying with you, Diego, in terms of that character, the most underrated character in the
I I,
series.
I I I actually was going to say two, and Mel already took one of them. And I think the other, as a Mexican myself, I have to say that Chad was really underused.
Yeah.
And it goes for both the humans, for both human characters, or human main characters. Both Orihime and Chad, I think they were sidelined really bad.
mm,
Like, even for the last arc, right? We got them training or getting more power and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and every time he's hyped up as really strong, and then he ends up not doing a lot. His last big fight was against the Arrancar,
mhm,
the white one with
Yeah.
the afro,
mhm,
and then after that he either was just, yeah, fighting Ichigo with believing that Tsukishima was his friend, and then he just fought against some weird statues in the Thousand Year Blood War.
Yeah.
So he basically disappeared, and he was hyped up as the strongest, as one guy who would not die and so, would not lose so easily and so on. He had great fights against this Arrancar and against Shunsui, and yeah, I don't know. I think both the human characters, both, yeah, yes, Chad and Orihime were sidelined so bad,
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah, for me they were kind of a waste, at the end of the story. If you think
yeah,
about it, yeah, they are cool characters with good, backstories, with powers even, but they disappeared on the story.
Yeah. I think Forbes, before you go, I think I was going to say with the Orihime thing, because they had that whole series where they were basically, you know, we need to get her. Her power is useful. You know,
mhm,
Yeah.
that kind
Her
of made
power
her
was
feel
crazy though.
more. Yeah,
yeah, right.
but no, as like they really tried to. They were emphasizing how important and how powerful and how important she is. But ultimately, as Diego was saying, as well as Mel's, like they said it, but they did nothing with it. I mean, she got captured, but what more? You know what I mean? Like, it didn't outright really lead to anything for her to really solidify herself in the series itself. So then coming to you folks, who do you say is the most underrated character in Bleach?
Hold on, what's his name?
Well,
He got the 6 on his face.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but yeah, him. Like
the Ichigo with black hair, basically.
Ichigo with black hair.
You might as well say that. Yeah.
Wait, you mean the Aranka?
No,
no.
He was under Tosin and no, he was under Remember, he wasn't under Tosin, was he? At first?
Yeah, he was the vice captain of Tosin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
The one that got like the chain and the
chain.
Yeah. Like,
go on.
His fighting technique is crazy. Like, I love them when they was in that rank.
Shuhei. I think his name is Shuhei.
Okay,
yeah. And I think he was redeemed at the end of the story, because not in Bleach, but he had his own specific novel written for him as a main.
Oh yeah.
He had a novel. I need to check that out.
Yeah. It's a novel that starts right after the 1,000-Year Blood War, and he's like the main character, and you see a lot of team.
Ain't it like five books?
Probably. Yeah, it's quite long.
One talks about one of them talks about like basically the Soul King. Another one talks about I think Kenpachi's.
It's 3 books. No, this one is 3 books. It's It's called Canfi Run World, and he is the main character. You see him fighting really, really strong people, and you realize that.
Yeah, bro, there's a lot of strong people in that junk. Like, Captain Yamamoto level type. Like, seriously.
Nice. I gotta look that up. Okay, use a good extra Bleach read.
And then I was like, go on, sorry.
No. I was saying, like, it's really nice, and it makes it really redeems Shuhei a lot.
Nice. And then I was gonna say, folks, I know you were saying like why he was underrated in your opinion, because I know you said you were gonna say what was the reason why he was underrated in your opinion before he obviously
bro. I'm expecting to see him, you know what I'm saying, do some crazy stuff in 1,000-Year Blood War, and he just gets sniped, bro. I'm like, yo, you know what? Y'all ain't had to do my man dirty like that, bro. That's why I'm trying to have
he did get sniped.
Hey, I'm like, out of anybody y'all could have sniped, man. Y'all sniped him, bro.
And it was right after he said he already had bankai also.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, let's go. Bah! I'm like, oh, come on, bro.
maybe it was too OP though. Maybe it was too OP to just have to get rid of it,
man. Like, don't hype me up until he just get camp sniped, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh man, and then I think for me, I mean, he's not really underrated per se, but I think I always look back at how like Renji was treated not great. Renji was not treated great because when he first comes out. When he first comes out, my man's got his nice glasses. Listen, bro, looking cold. To the point where like you get to
he deserved it.
Maybe. When the thing is, the worst part, I feel like the real biggest low for Renji, in my opinion, was when like I think Zabumaru was just questioning him. He's just basically saying like his Zanpakuto was like dog, you just ain't it. Like you ain't it. Like it was really depressing. And he was recovering, and he was laying in some room, and so obviously now he's like his bankai has taken a spirit form, which is like a baboon or with some kind of thing, and it's just like, why should I listen to you? Like, why should I even still lend you my power? Like, who are you, bro? It was horrible. Like, I felt
that's crazy word.
Yeah, because every time I spoke to my friend about this, like whenever we mentioned Bleach, it just kept being the one thing that we kept coming back to. It's like, how bad do you have to be for your bankai to disrespect you, to tell you, to really question, should I even listen to you? Like, who are you? So I think that, yeah.
And then throw you a fake bankai name so you cannot actually use his power.
Yeah,
that's real disrespectful right there.
Yeah, that was totally
horrible,
disrespectful, bro.
horrible.
Like, bro, like he hasn't. Only W he got was when they came back to get Rukia, and he he almost killed Uru because he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Ichigo came back on that, so he actually took an L right after that, and that's why I think Uru had to get him back in 1,000 Year Blood War, bro. He was like, he's trying to ask you to leave, bro, but you just don't want to leave, and you just being ignorant still, bro. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get my get back now, bro.
Yeah,
and like they hyped him up in 1,000 Year Blood War. I was like, yo, hold up, bro. I'm like, this was not in the manga, bro. Like, so I'm thinking they gonna change up a little bit. Nope. Still got a hole shot through him.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely crazy, and I think this is another one of these another interesting question for you guys here, is like, it's just more or less following that same, it follows the same, let's say we're following the same formula as Pokemon, the games. You start the game, you do a little bit of bits, then you go see Professor Oak. He says he's got 3 Pokeballs. You need to pick one, right? Between Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. But in this case, you've been thrusted into the world of Bleach. You have 3 options. You have 3 options to pick. Would you rather be either being a Soul Reaper, a Quincy, or a Hollow? But when I say these things, you're not just some level 0 person. You're one of the highest ranks of those set classes. So you're on a Bleach front, you're a captain. On the Quincy, you're one of the what did they call him again?
Stern Ritters?
Stern Ritters, yeah. And then for the Hollows, you're those high level, the ones that have kind of evolved way to that to like the Nels,
they're ranked 1, 2, and 3, like one of those.
Yeah.
Baston Earths.
Yeah.
No.
So you're up.
Vasto Lord, that junk is. Yeah, that's kind of high. But
so you're up there. So so starting off with let's start off with Diego, and then we'll go Forbes, and then Mel close that one off. Like, what class would you want to be in?
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think if I had to, probably a Soul Reaper. I like the idea of having to build your power from scratch in the way that you actually have to imprint your soul into it, and then you have to commune with basically your own soul in order to progress. So that's a lot of self-reflection and self-knowing, or get to know yourself quite a lot. So I really, actually, that's one of the things that I like the most about Soul Reapers in Bleach, is that part, right? Like, every single power is tailor-made for the user because it's basically the representation of the user whole being. So yeah, if I had to choose, I guess a Soul Reaper, because I would be able to develop myself in a way that actually shows, right? It's not I was just granted power by someone, and that so kind of like
Forbes.
I'm gonna be a Quincy, bro. I'm sorry.
Talk to us.
Be a Quincy, bro. Like, all the, like, I get what you're saying. Like, you don't want your powers given to you, which they all did get their powers from you, but it's still the fact that you have to know how to use those techniques as well. And like, their techniques is like so polished, bro. And I don't know. And the fits, bro. Like, they always be, bro. Fits is always on point, bro. But the main thing that really attracts me to them is their power usage, like their techniques, their strategies and stuff. Like Uru, man, he's a freaking genius, bro. Like, um, and especially with his powers in Thousand Year Blood War, isn't like his like it's the reversal you has. He can actually see in the past and change the past type stuff, like stuff like that. Like, bro, I love like OP characters, and I feel like most of the Quincy's are just OP for no reason.
That is true.
That's my main reason why though.
Yeah.
And I always be fly all the time though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Always looking good. Coming up to you, Mel.
So I was so like Diego made it sound so like enlightening and stuff, but I want to be a soul reaper because I like swords. I like the idea of Zanpakutos. I like the idea of having a sword you can communicate with and empower. And I love swords. That's one of the reasons I watched Bleach in the first place. The first thing that attracted me was seeing a picture and half of the crew on there had swords, and I'm like, this is for me. This was made for me. A sword lover. This anime was tailored to my brain. I'm gonna watch this.
Then imagine you get your sword, and when you finally activate it, it turns into a needle or
exactly.
or a pair of scissors or something like that.
It turns to a little dagger.
It's
You're like,
I think because of the way, because you say it tailors to their soul, right? My soul feels like a katana, so I'm thinking my bankai will always have that type of that element to it, right? Even if it's like Byakuya with all the sword thingies before it turns into the flowers. I think there will always.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, Bankai.
Yeah,
I get lost every time I try to.
Every time it's a joke. It's a joke between me and my friends also. But yeah, that's what I think. I am a sorority girl, and I literally am sitting watching Ichigo's sword that is hung right above my computer. Like, that's it. It has no real emotional. That's my emotional attachment.
Which is allowed really, because obviously, like, there is only probably one reason I'd ever want to be Soul Reaper, and that is because my beautiful wife, who is the lieutenant for Squad 4, the one with the silver hair.
Yeah, listen, I know you.
She a sleeper. She a sleeper. She a sleeper. She a sleeper. I
this
don't.
man will literally turn his soul to get some ass. Really.
What you mean? Slow. I just said, I've loved her for years, bro. I was there. I think she's great. She's great. She does nothing, but she's great. So, but I think like on a realistic point, I think that just the whole concept, obviously, of being a captain, you get to chill with Shunsui and Ikutake. We just be just slacking it off, I think that would be, and then obviously have that occasional moment, hopefully praying that I'm just not strong enough that Squad 0 come and look for me, because I don't want to go up there, because that's just not being strong enough, but as in, like, I hope I just don't do something that transcends the whole situation, that they're like, you're officially in Squad 0 and now I have to leave. I don't want that kind of shit. I just want to stay on smoke. I just want to stay down there, just chill, do the occasional swag, bankai, boom, boom, boom.
Unless they send you to Squad 11, and then if you're just a normal person, then you're bullied.
Whoa! If I get I'm listen. If they send me to Squad 11, I'm resigning. I'm resigning.
You're giving up.
Yeah, I ain't trying to lift my hand up, and then there's another arm that's coming out of the back like it's like bloody TN, like TN from Dragon Ball when he pulls out the forearms. No, thank
Yeah.
you. No, not interested in that. So yeah, no, I think so. That's pretty much yeah. So I think that one's on
Yeah,
there, and then yeah, go on.
I was saying avoiding squad 11 is like unnecessary
But they
for
love
all
him though,
stuff
man.
preservation. Like you come back, misshapen, or you don't come back at all.
They
Like
follow his orders down to the T though.
Uh,
I ain't
that
gonna
uh,
that
hold though.
is true
All of
though.
them
They
do.
are
All of them
loyal
do,
for
and they
some
respect him though.
reason.
I think there are two things to avoid if you decide to be Reaper. First, Squad 11, unless you like that type of stuff, and Captain Mayuri telling you that he wants help in one experiment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
those are the two things
That
to
makes
really
sense.
avoid.
Yes,
Yeah,
that makes.
that does make sense. And then kind of just as we kind of start to wind down, probably just last couple of questions. So we finally, I think in now we've moved into Thousand Year Blood War. We kind of got one of the not the most, but one of the most anticipated battles, which was Yamamoto and
You
yeah,
holla.
Ooh,
him,
yeah.
yeah,
The name with too much vowels.
Yeah.
him, right? So we, would upon watching that or even reading it, depending on how you were consuming it, would you say that fight lived up to expectations? Because I know we saw the four states of Captain Yamamoto's bankai. We got to understand why he doesn't use his bankai at all because of the sheer effect that it has in the atmosphere. But then when we did see it and we saw all of those different states, it really was really epic. And would you
Yeah.
would you guys say like that fight between him and Ubahold or him? Apologies
Yeah.
on that. Would you say that lived up to expectations, or did it kind of not meet your expectations? Where do you guys stand with that? We can start with Diego, and then we'll kind of
Okay,
move around the table as
yeah.
well.
So yeah, I first watched that fight when it was running in the manga. So I think, in my opinion, that's where Kubo's art was peak. It was the best art he pulled out in that magazine. And for me, it was really nice. I think I was impressed in what happened in the fight. And yeah, even though we know how it ended, it ended up with it all being a ruse and not being the real Yuhabach, and yeah, him and Yamamoto dying. But then when we got into the anime fight, I think of the whole anime of the Thousand Year Blood War, for me is one of the best animated fights that they have done. It really lived up to show the magnificent aspect of what
Yeah.
Yamamoto's Bankai should be, or was. Yeah, it's for me, the anime elevated what was on the manga. Yeah, like, yes, the art probably is better in the manga, because for me, my art in manga is always better than the anime, because they have to make changes for the animation. But
Mm-hmm.
the fight itself, the whole animation, yeah, it took it to another level. It made it even better. And yeah, even though like the end is not nice for the Soul Reapers, then
Yeah.
but the fight itself is quite nice.
Nice,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Going to you, Mel.
I had no expectations because I stopped. Just I didn't read that arc. So, and I said I wasn't going to read it. When I heard that the anime was coming, I decided to not read it anyways and watch the anime first, and then go back and retrace what I need from the manga. So I had
Mm.
no expectations because I did not know that that was coming until it was coming, and then when I saw it, I was like, "This is magnificent." It showed the absoluteness of his bankai. Like every step was a peak. that he then overshadowed by the next one, and then the animation overshadowed it also. So it was like this is the start, and then leveled up, and then leveled up, and then leveled up, and I was like, yeah, this was like gorgeous to watch, and I watched it on a big screen. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like
Me too.
eyes wide like a kid in a candy store.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That was a good piece of artwork right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to say it
And Mr. Wolf?
overachieved. It definitely overachieved because I read it first before I actually seen 1,000 Year Blood War. So I wasn't expecting for it to go that hard. I was like, Jesus. I'm like, okay. But after watching like the first bit of the 1,000 Year Blood War, I said, oh yeah, they about to just go crazy with it, bro. But I definitely was not expecting all that. Like,
It
so
was a
I
lot,
was,
right? Because
yeah,
they
yeah.
animated that
I was
really
shocked.
tight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did. So it actually kind of shocked me a lot. Even though, like, you know what I'm saying, like Diego said, like, the ending is not what I wanted it to be. But to get up to that part, yeah, they get Yamamoto went out with a bang, I would say.
No.
And he was really like before 1,000 Year Blood War, he probably was my favorite captain out of everybody, bro.
Facts. I could
I,
see.
I have to say, I don't know if you guys agree with this. For me, I really like the whole Bankai, but the South part doesn't make sense to me with the whole set of what we see from the Shikai and the Bankai other abilities, right? The one
Yeah.
that calls out the bodies of
Mm-hmm.
the defeated
The corpse,
hosts.
the as in
Yeah,
like
because
that tells them to rise up.
yeah, because
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
see like the Shikai is him using flames, then the other three abilities of the Bankai is concentrating the flames in the tip, then a
Mm-hmm.
big slash with all the power of the flames, and then the flame armor.
Mm-hmm.
But then when we saw like the skulls, it was like, and what does this has to do with fire? You know?
I think it's mostly like the disintegration of of what the fire did. I'm guessing.
Well, as in
Like,
like
I
when it
know he
does the
said something
cremation.
about
yeah,
didn't he say like he actually used his actual like the souls
of his
of his
defeated.
past enemies.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
all the Quincy's that he killed, basically, he brought them back. Basically, I would say.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
crazy. Look, can you imagine you die in a fight with someone and they be like, "So you're not dead yet? Yeah, you're dead, but
I'm just
when
gonna
I
hold you in
need
my
you,
sword.
I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna pull
I'm
you
gonna hold you in
out.
my sword for like 1,000 years.
Yeah,
You'll
Yeah.
be all right.
I'll
Hit you with
pull
I'll just
the
you
call you
out.
when
hit
I
you with
need
the
you.
hit you with the Jinwoo arise.
Yeah.
All right, right?
That's
Yeah,
basically what it is.
yeah, that's what it is, indeed. Oh man. And then now as we kind of and then now basically just rounding it all off now. Um when you guys look back amongst all the animes that you've watched from the first anime you watched to now with what you're watching, where would you say Bleach ranks in and amongst those animes for you now? Whether it's a top five, top three, top one, top 10, maybe not top 10.
Bro.
Well, actually, or top whatever you want. Where do you think it ranks amongst everything that you've watched now? We can start off with you, Forbes, and then we'll go Melissa, and then we'll finish off with Diego.
So I got certain anime that I don't put in a ranking. These are anime that's part of my life, like stuff like Dragon Ball, Bleach. Uh, um, so I really don't put them in like a ranking because Bleach, I would say, is the one anime that brought me back to watching anime. Cause I basically had to take a long break out of high school, and I didn't come back to watching anime till like around like I say probably 2015 or so. So, and I was like, man, I always heard about Bleach. I'm like, man, let me go look at it. Next thing I know, I'm on episode 125. I'm like,
You
okay,
look
let's
up,
go.
yeah, that
Yeah,
happened.
I
Like
said,
you look
God
up.
damn. And then once I got to the rank call art, that's when I was already. I was like, yeah, I ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm not going anywhere now. So I was there for the full ride, and it really expanded my view on anime and made me start watching way more anime than what I was watching. Like even though I grew up on it, like I'm definitely a retro head. So yeah, I would say it has a special place in my life, honestly.
Yeah. Coming to you, Mel.
Yeah. So if you had asked me about, let's say, 5 years ago, then 5, 6 years ago, it would have been, it's like that was my number one anime, because that, like you said, it became part of my life. I rewatched it. Like people be rewatching Christmas stuff for holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I be
I watched Die Hard on
rewatching
Christmas.
Bleach. Yeah, right. So it became it just became part of my every life, every holiday type situation where I'm watching Bleach, or I'm introducing people to Bleach that don't watch anime but wanted to watch something. I watch it with them. So I would rank it. I would have said like one, but it's part of my core. Like oh my god, I forgot your name. It's part of my core being. So it's like
Yeah,
it's Bleach, Haikyuu, and Eurocamp. Those are like when I need something that I'm custom, or I need something to chill, or I need something in the background that I need to like just hear something. It's
yeah. I
one
just
of
throw
those
Berserk on in the
I'm
back.
running. One of those three I'm running. And then it's like, you know, 20 episodes before I press pause and
Mm-hmm.
move on. So yeah, like Bleach is part of just like I said, my being. I have Ichigo's bankai sword here just hanging above my head. I got about two different Ichigo Funko Pops and an Ichigo statue and a hollow mask that I still need to paint. So like Bleach is just
Yeah.
it's just part of my life, and it's gonna be forever something. Someone asks, "Hey, I'm looking for a fighting anime, and I have time." I'm like, Bleach, go watch it.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
please don't skip the fillers. Don't listen to anyone else. Okay, just watch the
Don't.
whole thing in the complete. And then if you're watching it and next time, then skip the fillers. But I love the fillers. I enjoyed
Me
it. I
both.
laughed. Some of those fillers were enjoyable stuff, and it's a shame because there's like good places where you learn some more backstories about the characters that you didn't that is not in the story, but you get in the fillers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah.
So
No, very interesting. And Diego, to close it all out for us.
I think I'm going to jump a lot right now about Bleach. But yeah, there's. I remember I started watching Bleach once because I know I could not sleep, and back in Mexico we had a channel that broadcast anime, but it did
Mm-hmm.
it early in the mornings or really late in the afternoon.
Yeah, yeah, that bro. It was the same here
that
at first,
sounds it
bro.
sounds
Like
like
'Cause,
it's either like 6 in the morning,
exactly. Yeah. So I
like 6 to 8.
I couldn't sleep. It was a Saturday. I went down to the living room. I turned on, and the first episode I watched of Bleach was the end of the fight between Ichigo and Renji in Soul Society.
mm, that's a
And
good place to come in.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
like, what
yeah,
the?
it was
What
a
is this?
really nice episode to start. And after that, every single Saturday, I woke up at 6 a.m. to watch the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some mangas that I reread when I don't have anything or I don't know what to read anymore. It's either one called Kenichi,
Yeah.
Shaman
History
King.
Strongest Disciple, Shaman
Yeah.
King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm currently on my like 10th reread of Kenichi.
I need to
But
reread it
yeah,
again.
but it's Kenichi, it's Shaman King, or Bleach. Those are the three mangas that I've read more than 4 times, I think, at this point. And
I
it's
think
one
mine's
of
a
the.
cure.
Uh,
I
sorry,
said I
I
think
didn't hear
mine
you.
is a cure. I probably done read a
Yeah,
cure, right?
and it's one of those animes that I don't want to get tattoos because I have like One Piece. I have so much, but I don't want to. I don't want to get one tattoo that it's just too mainstream or something because it means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think since I watched that, I've reread a lot of times, and I think I read once a quote from Kubo, and I haven't found it because I was trying to prove a point in a debate a couple of months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was a quote something of the like that like he hit stuff for three different type of fans. the ones that just want to watch a good story and they just read it and don't care about the deeper stuff. The ones for the details for the people that go deeper in the story, and the type of details that are those for those hardcore fans, right? So with every time I have reread it, I have come to see that yeah, maybe it's not the greatest anime of all time or greatest manga of all time, but it really, if you the deep dive into it, it has really deep themes. And for me, the evolution of Ichigo from the first episode uh, towards the end of the writing of the sword is me, the sword is me part, when he reforges Sangetsu, I think for me that's the best development a main character has in anime, like main character for me, like best
Bro,
writing,
you
because
can
yeah,
tell like his whole attitude changed throughout every
Yeah.
arc, bro, and I love
Yeah.
it.
yeah, and he didn't need something like being a Hokage, being the king of the pirates, right? He just
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
be
He didn't need
strong
like a
enough.
solid goal. He just
Yeah.
there, just
His
you know what I'm
his
saying,
whole
just living.
goal was basically being strong to protect the people he loved, and
Yeah.
he grew from that. And yeah, I think he holds his whole arc. It's probably the best I have written for me in a main character. So yeah.
Facts.
Perfect. Wow, that was fantastic. I think with that said, guys, I'd like to thank my esteemed panel, Mel, Forbes, Diego, for obviously joining me here in this Bleach discussion, giving you guys all our thoughts as to why we love Bleach. So I think until then, guys, make sure to obviously follow up on the channels, just so you can keep up with all the amazing content that will be coming through. And then until then, we'll guys see you guys in another bonus episode. Who knows what we'll be talking about? You'll find out soon. All the best until we'll see you soon.